Big
Hey
Bad
y'all, my
John.
name is John Mitchell. I'm a certified financial coach. The purpose of this video and this channel is to teach you how to master the personal finance basics. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how to get pre-approved for a VA home loan. And congratulations, you have decided to finally buy a home, and whether this is your first home or one of many homes out there, hopefully this will help you kind of better understand the pre-approval process so you can know what interest rate you're going to be working with when you're applying for your mortgage. Today we're going to be using Navy Federal Credit Union as our example for how to get pre-approval for a loan. No, they're not sponsoring this episode or anything like that, and they're not the ones you have. They're not the financial institution that you have to go to get pre-approved. They're just someone I already bank with, so I have an account here. I can kind of show you the ins and outs of the process, and while whoever you decide to go through for your pre-approval may be a little different, this will hopefully give you a couple insider tips and ideas as you enter into that process. So with all that being said, let's jump on in. So here we are. We are on Navy Federal's website, and we're going to go ahead and navigate to that pre-approval thing. So we're going to go up to this personal tab here and go over to loans. Loans, we're going to see, mortgages are on the left-hand side. We'll take a quick detour and look at mortgage rates. It's something I didn't know they kind of showed you ahead of time before I did the little research for this episode. But I saw those here and I thought I'd show it to y'all. So they have VA home loan rates here. You can see for a 15-year, you can get 5.375%. For a 30-year, you could qualify for a 5.750%. Now, I'm just going to put that caveat out there. I would guess that this is showing you the best interest rate you could get for the best credit level and lowest debt to income ratio. So please don't get your hopes up if your credit is not as great as you want it to be yet, because you may not qualify for these rates specifically. But what it does show you is, these rates are not too bad. If you go down to conventional, you can see that the 15-year is 5.5%, the 30-year is 6.125%. So these are kind of some of the numbers you can kind of begin to use to make calculations on that mortgage you may be looking at before you're thinking about making an offer. If we jump back up to the top of the page, again, go back to loans and then down to mortgage pre-approval, that will take us to the pre-approval page, which we can scroll down here. There's pre-qualified, pre-approved, and then like the actual pre-approval before you buy the house. Funny enough, I didn't know there was a pre-qualified. I don't remember that when I bought my first house, 3 or 4 years ago now. I thought it was just pre-approval. But today we're going to use the pre-qualified as just the example for how you do that when buying the home. We're going to scroll down here. You can see they just have some generic advice and information on when you should be going through this process. My wife and I currently now, we're about to PCS to Fort Leonard Wood. And so we are in the pre-approval process. We've gotten pre-approved with one institution, and I got to do a few more. I highly recommend that for your pre-approvals, you do not just do one. One financial institution. You should do at minimum 3, so you can kind of get an idea of what interest rate you might be offered. And you never know, if you're offered a lower interest rate with a certain institution, you may be able to get that lower rate. Or if you get a lower rate institution but don't want to work with them, you may be able to bargain with a different financial institution that could offer you that same interest rate as long as you show them that pre-approval from the other place you got that rate from. So we're going to go ahead and go down here to apply now. Like and subscribe to this video as it helps me see what content you all like and want to see in the future. While you were enjoying my lovely personal self promo, I went ahead and signed on into my Navy Federal account because it won't let me do it without having the profile already. So now that we're back in, it asks us, where are you in the process? So for my wife and I looking for a home right now, we are getting pre-approved right now. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm making offers because we're about to make some offers. And I'm confirm. I'm just going to click through those because I'm going to click through them and I'm going to be irresponsible like that. But I'm already a member with them, so I know they have a lot of my personal information anyway, so I don't feel like I'm giving up anything personal in that manner. So now we're in the Home Squad, Navy Federal Home Squad thing. I've applied for mortgages at different places before, and they all have their own similar user interface where you'll enter all your personal information in. So I may have to blur y'all out for some of this, but we'll go ahead and get started in with it. Nope, not working with anybody yet. Great. If we need help, we can talk to them. Thank you for waiting. I finally completed putting in all of our personal information into the Home Squad with Navy Federal Credit Union. Again, you don't have to use them. They're just the one I thought would be easiest to use for this demonstration. But yeah, finishing up, my wife and I are going to be using a traditional loan for our next one. We used a VA home loan on our first home, so I want to save my VA eligibility into the future. We'll have to do a good video on eligibility for VA loans. But again, that thought aside, we were quoted a 6.625 interest rate, which I'm a little bummed because we were quoted that from another lender already. So I don't have that arbitrage. I can try to negotiate for a better rate, at least not right now. So we'll have to see how that goes into the future. But closing out here, Navy Fed dumped us into this little dashboard so we can kind of see where we're at in this pre-approval process. As you can see here, we have a couple tasks left to close this out. So we need account statements. So those would be like your last bank statements for the previous month, because they want to verify that you do have the money that you claim you have in your bank accounts that they use to calculate your net worth, so they can know you have money to have a house in the first place. Next, pay stubs. So in this case, this would be your LES, your leave and earnings statement would be pay stubs. For me, the Form 1099, it's primarily for my wife because she's a contractor, but this could be for interest or dividends. If you have a significant amount of income coming in from those, this would be helpful there as well. And then last but not least, tax transcripts. They typically ask for the last 2 years of your tax filings for their records so they can verify your history of income. Because it's one thing to know what money you're making today, but if they're really to responsibly lent to you in the first place, so we don't have another 2008. They want to make sure that you have a history of making income so you can continue to make payments and pay off the home that you choose to buy. Uh, Finally, closing out, we have our loan progress. So this is a nifty little diagram here to show us where we are in the process. So we already filled out the application. We've reviewed and submitted the application. So I presume sometime tomorrow on Tuesday, someone will be reviewing this application to see if I'm qualified for another loan on another house. Uh, at the end here, our goal, though, of course, is closing. So I'll keep you all updated on our home buying process as we work towards closing on house number 2. I hope y'all got something out of today's video. It's an incredibly daunting task to buy a home for the first time, or even for the second, third, or fourth time. I know for our second time, it's still intimidating to me now. But the hope here was that having someone to help you coach through that pre-approval process, this is the really first big step to making sure that you can actually buy that home. So if you're looking for a financial coach to help you coach through that process of buying a home, sign up for a free appointment today with link in the description or in the comment section down below. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see y'all in the next video.